Okay. Shrimp. All right, what we're going to work on now is laying down. Okay. Laying down is another great skill for dogs to learn, which is not jumping. So when we teach dogs, or when we work with dogs that are jumping a lot, we love to teach them sitting down because those are two great options that we can support versus getting onto them if they jump or something like that. Okay, so we've already covered sit. So you want to start with your dog in a sit. From here, what you're going to do is lure straight to the ground. Okay, don't pull it away from them because then they're going to walk out of this sit. You want to lure them from their nose straight to the ground. Once you get about here, it's a waiting game to see if they're going to fold. Now some dogs, you may have to go in towards their body a little bit. Some you may have to go out. Some you may just have to wait them out. So we're kind of figuring out what Shrimp's path is right here. There you go, girl. I know. Shrimp and I have not worked on this before, so I'm going to give her, I just gave her a treat right there because I want to avoid frustration as best I can. Because she's not sure what the goal is yet, and I don't want her to bail. It's okay. Hey, girl. I know you're getting hot. There you go. Shrimp. It's okay. Sit. Yes, good girl. You're working. All right. Well, let's see if we can use this as an opportunity. Here, Shrimp. Over there. Use this as an opportunity to teach you another method of down. Since Shrimp is so tiny, this method's called the bridge method. All I'm going to do is lure underneath my legs. Yes! And once she, ooh yeah, once she goes down, our yes and treat. So I'm not pushing my leg down. I'm simply just luring her through. Good girl. Simply luring her through until she folds. Once she does fold, then I yes and treat. So this is not necessarily teaching her a hand signal, though we can get to that point. It's teaching her that laying down produces that positive result, which is the reward she gets at the end. Shrimp. One more time. This way. Yeah, baby. So it's just getting her on that track of going down. You could start to associate the verbal cue, but no rush. No rush. All right, so we will try that again with a different dog and see if we can do the traditional luring method. Good job. Good job, Shrimpy. All right, you're going in. You're going in, girlfriend. All right, so we're back. We're going to show you guys, what are we going to show them? Down. Okay, so starting with them in a sit, you're going to look, yeah, that's right. Yes. We're going to lure them straight down. Notice where my foot is. This is straight down from her nose. I'm not going away. People typically go away, which will cause your dog to come out of that sit. We want to go straight down. Yes. Notice how her hips are square. Okay. Typically, dogs will start learning down with squared hips. Yes. But if you can wait a second, here. There you go. Good. Here, Ginger. Good. When they're in this down, if you take your treat and just go a little bit to the inside, it can cause their hips to flop. Yes. Once their hips flop, that can become your new precedent for what down actually looks like. I'm still luring straight to the ground. Yes, good, Ginger. She made that choice all on her own right there. Let's see a side view. Yes, good. So see, I just brought it right around to her shoulder for a little bit, and that caused her hips to flop. Most of the times when their hips are flopped, they're likely to stay down there a little bit longer. Ginger's very fast twitch, so she's up and down all the time anyway. Good girl. That was better. Yes, good. Now this time, I'm going to start using the verbal cue because I'm pretty confident I can get it from her. Down. Yes, good. I'm still looking for that hip flop. This time I'm not going to lure her into the hip flop. Let's see if she offers it. Down. Yeah, baby. Ooh, she wants the belly rub too. You want that belly rub? Oh my, oh my. Okay. Now let's talk about how to fade up our hand signal, all right? So I've been going straight to the ground each time. This time I'm gonna stop probably like around where her elbows are and see, down. Yes, good girl. Right there. With fading up a hand signal, as long as it is consistently successful, I should say, you can attempt your hand higher and higher. If you try it and it's not successful, then you want to go back to the level where it was. Bingo. Down. Yes, good. So I did a couple things to her right there. I faded out the food lure and she smelled it out. So I went back to it. Down. Yes, good girl, Jen. Down. Down. Yeah, good girl. Excellent. Good. So that's probably about where her limit is right now for learning, as far as fading it up rather quickly. But you can get a lot done in a short amount of time just through successful reps in a row. Because for the dogs, the answer is always the same. Lay down with your hips flop. It just looks a little bit different being your hand signals a little bit higher and higher. But ultimately you can get to where you do this and that becomes the signal for down.